Have you ever wondered what it would look like if the most epic story of defiance and divine power unfolded before your very eyes? Today we're going back in time, over 3,000 years ago, to ancient Egypt, a land of majestic pyramids and powerful pharaohs. But this is not a story of gold and glory. It's a story of a struggle for freedom, a clash between a stubborn king and an all-powerful god. This is the story of the 10 plagues. Imagine the mighty Nile River, the lifeblood of Egypt, suddenly turning into blood. One moment, it's a bustling waterway, teeming with life. The next, it's a gruesome crimson tide. The fish die, the water becomes undrinkable, and a foul stench fills the air. This was just the beginning, the first warning. But Pharaoh's heart was hard. He refused to let the enslaved Israelites go, so a second plague was unleashed. Frogs, not just a few, but an overwhelming swarm. They surged from the polluted river, covering every inch of the land. They were in the palaces, in the homes, in the ovens, and in the beds. The Egyptians were tormented. Pharaoh begged for relief, promising to free the people. But as soon as the frogs vanished, he broke his word. The torment only escalated. The third plague brought swarms of lice, or gnats, rising from the dust of the earth. These tiny insects tormented both man and beast, an inescapable, itching misery. Pharaoh's own magicians, unable to replicate this, had to admit, this is the finger of God. Yet Pharaoh remained unmoved. His pride was greater than his people's suffering. Next came the fourth plague, swarms of flies. But this time, something was different. The plague ravaged the homes of the Egyptians, but the land of Goshen, where the Israelites lived, was completely untouched, a clear, undeniable sign of divine separation. The air buzzed with a deafening dark cloud of insects, making life unbearable. Pharaoh's resolve began to crack, but he still wouldn't fully yield. Then, the plague struck at the very heart of Egypt's economy and religion, their livestock. The fifth plague was a devastating pestilence. Horses, donkeys, camels, cattle, and sheep belonging to the Egyptians fell dead in the fields. Yet again, not a single animal of the Israelites was harmed. The message was becoming terrifyingly clear, but Pharaoh's defiance only grew stronger. The suffering turned personal with the sixth plague. Painful, festering boils broke out on the skin of every Egyptian, from the lowest servant to the highest priest. The magicians themselves were so afflicted they couldn't even stand before Moses. The physical agony was immense, a direct assault on their bodies. Still, Pharaoh's heart remained like stone. Look to the sky. The seventh plague was a storm of biblical proportions. Thunder, lightning, and hail unlike anything ever seen in Egypt rained down from the heavens. The hailstones were mixed with fire, destroying crops, shattering trees, and killing anyone caught outdoors. It was a terrifying display of raw, elemental power. Only in Goshen there was no hail. What the hail didn't destroy, the eighth plague would, east wind blew, bringing with it a locust swarm of unimaginable size. They descended like a living cloud, covering the face of the earth so that the ground could not be seen. They devoured every plant, every blade of grass, leaving behind a barren, desolate wasteland. Egypt was on the brink of total collapse. Then came a darkness that could be felt. For 3 days, the ninth plague plunged Egypt into a thick, supernatural blackness. No fires could be lit, no one could see their neighbor, and no one dared to move from their place. It was a terrifying, isolating void. But in the homes of the Israelites, there was light. It was the final warning before the most devastating blow of all. Finally, the 10th and most tragic plague, the one that would shatter the heart of every Egyptian family. At midnight, the angel of death passed through the land. In every home that wasn't protected by the blood of a lamb on its doorpost, the firstborn son died. From the firstborn of Pharaoh on his throne to the firstborn of the prisoner in the dungeon. This was the blow that finally broke Pharaoh's will. The 10 plagues stand as one of history's most powerful and dramatic events, a testament to a struggle for freedom and the ultimate cost of a hardened heart.